The plan for today is to basically get my life together. Hey everyone, grab your tea and relax. Alright guys, I thought in today's video we could talk a little bit about what I've been up to since my medical school exam results a couple of days ago. If you haven't watched the video that I posted from that day, then I would say go and check it out, just so this video would make a lot more sense if you have seen that one. After I stopped vlogging results day, I spoke to a really good friend of mine. She just called in order to check if I was okay or not, and I was. After that, I spoke to a couple of the other people from my medical school who had also failed their exams in their sitting, and we joined this app called House Party in order to have a big group conversation where we just basically whinged about the exam and also just kind of spoke about how to do things differently moving forward. What we've decided to do is meet once weekly on Friday evenings where we all come and sit down and talk about a certain topic. This week we're going to talk about cardiology, and the idea is we've all gone and revised cardiology. However, here's the deal. I haven't done any revisions since results day, and here's why. I think it can be really tempting once you failed an exam to just be like, oh my god, I need to do something about it, I need to revise. But here's the thing, we need to step out of that. Okay, this is where my mind is at right now. It's currently April now, and exams are in June. So April, May, June. I know that if I start working really hard right now, I'm going to tire out. I've had 6 long years of medical school, exam after exam after exam, and I really mentally had been preparing to have this time off in order to just recharge and do the things that I wanted to do, at least for a little bit, and yeah, just rest up, just make sure that my head is clear and make sure that I'm not worrying about certain things in my mind. So yeah, that's the reason that I haven't done any revision for a couple of days since my results day. Instead, what I have been doing is, we had to rank different jobs for a foundation school, so I'm going to be quite local to my home address, which I'm really fortunate for. That was my top choice and I got it, mashallah, and I'm really thankful to God for that. But then we had like 345 jobs in order to rank, so you do this by which hospital you want to be at, and then also you could do it by what specialties you want to be doing your placements in. You have stuff like surgery, pediatrics, emergency medicine, psychiatry, you get the gist. I spent about 2 days just staring at this really monstrous spreadsheet with all of these jobs in. Oh my god, I'm dyslexic, and when I see so many words like that, all the same format, lots of numbers all kind of compressed together, it just gives me a headache. But I got through that and submitted that. I believe the results are out and I haven't checked them yet. I will check them when I feel that I can actually deal with that type of thing. I don't know if I'll film another reaction, probably not. I also had this deadline thing for this program that I wanted to apply for, so I spent a whole half day preparing for that. Another thing I've been doing is editing a video that I had filmed actually the day before results day. This video is about how to keep a good mental health during the whole quarantine period, London's lockdown, and really it's just for anyone like students who are spending a lot of time at home alone. When you're living in isolation, it's really important that you're looking after your mind so that basically you don't lose it. There's a lot of take-home messages in that video, and no bias, if I were you, I would go check it out. Over the last couple of days, a lot of people have reached out to me to offer support and just to tell me that, me putting my story out there was really inspiring and it's gonna normalize failure at some point in the future. So that was really sweet. However, there are still a lot of messages that I haven't seen and even more that I haven't replied to. And today what I want to do is go through the messages that you guys have sent me and actually reply to them. The reason I've put off really replying to these messages is I wanted to go through them individually and actually process them at a time and space that I'm actually ready to. I didn't want to start replying to everything whilst I'm under the pressure of actually ranking my jobs or churning out that video that I thought was important to just get out, and then also that other deadline. So those are the three things that I was mainly focusing on over the last couple of days, and what I want to do is just think out loud about how I'm going to plan the next couple of weeks or months moving forward. My priorities right now, before I start working in August, inshallah, is to pass the exam, and also I want to be just recharging myself. I don't want to like work really hard for this exam and then by the time I start my job I'm going to have burnt out. So I need to prioritize both of that, and it's just a question of how I'm going to find that balance. For me, having a routine, just kind of like roughly knowing what I'm doing around different times of the day, I think that really helps me when I'm making like a revision schedule. For the exam that I flopped, a routine wasn't really possible because of the reasons I described in the video. Fortunately, with quarantine and just everyone staying at home, I have a stable environment to work in, and hopefully those factors shouldn't come into play when I'm revising this time around. Another reflection from my last video is I'm not going to cram. I want to pace myself steadily and build the knowledge that way. Also, if I work this way instead of cramming, the information that I learn and pick up will actually stick in my head better, and as a future doctor that's really important. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to start going through the messages. I don't know if I should have this camera on. Maybe I could just think out loud. Maybe. Okay, I'll keep it on. I'll keep it on. Oh my god, guys! I totally forgot to put on makeup, so I'm going to quickly go put some on to make this video more bearable for you guys. Most of the messages I received were on Facebook, and that's because I did post my results on Facebook. Okay, I replied to that. I've not replied to this one. Hey, it's going to be okay. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Hey, sorry about the late reply. Took a couple days to just relax. I don't know what to ask for. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Like, I don't know what people can do to help. Smiley face. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna send it. Okay. Next one. Hey mom, I just came across the video you uploaded today. I just wanted to say I'm so sorry for what happened, and I know it must have been so difficult to have received that email, let alone in a video you were planning on uploading publicly. I definitely would not have been able to stop the tears. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to say you're right. We've all experienced failure and it's tough, but I'm sure you'll come out a better doctor once you pass this. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I have loads of Anki flashcards. What are Anki flashcards? Some kind of flashcards are made for the specialties, including third year modules, which I'm more than happy to send along. Also felt the past test was a good resource, because it seemed as tough as the exam questions were in reality. I'm getting a bit of anxiety reading these messages. I can just feel my heart beating. I think I'm kind of shaking as well. If you guys can see. This is really weird. I thought I made peace with the whole exam thing, so clearly it's not fully out of my system, and that's okay. It's okay to feel a bit different when things are not going your way. It's an appropriate response that I'm feeling anxious, kind of going back and reading messages and stuff that are actually related to something pretty traumatic. I insert name. Thank you for reaching out and for watching my story. I don't know what to say. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I don't know. Like, I really appreciate the support, but I just don't know. I would quite like that actually. My email address is blah blah. Ooh, this is from someone who I've never spoken to this person on Facebook. And this is kind of a lengthy message. Hey mum, I hope you're well, inshallah. Sorry, I know we haven't spoken much in person, but I came across your post and couldn't help but message. Aww. Firstly, a massive well done for finishing medical school! Exclamation mark. You put in so much hard work and honestly should be very, very proud of yourself. I was in the same position as you last year, and everything you're feeling is just too familiar. Please, please feel free to message or call me for anything you need. Oh, that's so sweet. I haven't spoken to this person properly face to face, and I've never spoken to them online, so for someone to reach out, it's just, I don't know, I'm overwhelmed. Whether it's advice or just to speak to someone who can understand and has been there. Alhamdulillah, I got through it and could not have had it any other way. Just like you said, there is good in everything God plans for us. This is just another little test to make sure you one of the best doctors out there, inshallah. Oh, we'll keep you in my prayers, and please message or call if you need anything. That is so sweet. I'm actually shaking. You guys can't see it. Maybe I just feel really jittery. That's really sweet. I don't even know how to respond. Oh god, that's so sweet. I'd like to speak to this person, but I don't know how to be like, yeah, I'll call you. Like, they've fully given me their number, so I think. So here's the thing, like, normally if someone says to me, oh, like, let me know if you need anything, I don't really know if they genuinely mean that, or if like people just say that because that's what people say when they want to make you feel better. But I don't know, this message just seems really, really genuine, and like this person really wants to help me, and I really appreciate that. But I just don't really have much experience of being like, yes, I would like help with this thing. I've been quite independent with doing things, and I ask for help where I need it. But like when it's just an offer, and I don't know, I just don't really accept help, I guess, unless I really needed it. That's really sweet. I still don't know how to respond. I'm literally just thinking out loud at this point. Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes. Hey, insert name. Thank you so much for reaching out and for your kind words. I don't usually... How do I just say, yes, I'd love to talk to you. Yes, I think that'll be really helpful. Yes, okay, I'm just gonna say it as that. I think talking to someone kind like you will be useful to me. If it's fine by you, please let me know when is best for me to call. Smiley face. Heart. Oh my god. I'm like nervous and excited and happy and hopeful all at the same time. Now that I've put on makeup, I can't even cry, guys. So yeah, you guys are not going to get the greatest thumbnail from this video. Enter. Ah! Why am I so nervous? Literally, like, my saliva's gone thick. That's how scared I am right now. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, you heard it. I know you heard it. Okay, next one. Inshallah, you've got this. I wish you best of luck. What else have we got? Okay. I saw your video and I agree a failed exam doesn't make you a failure. Oh my god, someone who watched my whole video, because I said that right at the end. And I have no doubt you will ace your reset. Aww. Ooh, a long message. Hey Umama, I just heard the news and watched your video. I just want to say you've shown incredible strength and determination, more than most of the world, and honestly God has a plan for all of us and whatever happens is for the best. It's what I'm telling you guys, you live and you learn, and there are so many challenges in life, and it's really what you take out from it. Every situation exists. There's always an event of some sort, and you can predominantly say that it's a bad or a good event, but in all of them there's, you know, components of both. So in the situation it's I failed, and normally people would be like, oh my god, that's such a bad thing, there's so many negative things attached to it. But like, if you look at the situation more closely, you can see that there's actually some more good things in order to gain from it. So many people go through what you're going through, but only a few are brave enough to share their story, and by you doing this you're making it better and easier for others. That's so sweet. I'm always here for you if you need anything, and stay safe. Oh, I know what to say. Hey, insert name. I'm glad to hear that you think my experience is something that will help people now and in the future. So this is a doctor that I've previously worked with years ago. He goes, hey, keep working hard. Emotional intelligence is not reflected in papers. Ah, that's a compliment. You've got this. Keep your head up and revise hard. You will do great. Your brother is fabulous and you have a great support system. It's gonna be okay. Aww. I'll keep my head up and learn from this. This person goes, hey Salama Mama, how are you lovely? Haven't spoken to you in ages. A lot of people haven't spoken to me in ages. Saw your post about the MBBS exams. Just wanted to let you know I am here for any support or advice, sweetheart. Oh, and I know for a fact that with you intelligence, inshallah you'll pass the exam in June with flying colours. Oh, if you have any notes or resources, I would be really grateful if you could send them over, please. I'm getting braver and braver asking for stuff. That's a good start. That's how it should be. If you need help with something, you should be able to just say you want help with that. Oh, I don't want to see tears in those eyes. Now chin up. Tomorrow's another day and the best from you is yet to come. The bad news is, well, there isn't any. The good news is the best is on its way. Oh, that's a really positive outlook. Ooh, this is another long message. Hold up. Okay guys, my brother's just bought me some sandwiches. Let me see if I can focus this. Look at that. I don't even know what's in here. I think it's tuna. It smells like tuna. It's some tuna sandwiches. Look at this. Focus. Come on, focus. Next we've got someone who I haven't spoken to since 2014. Hey Mama, how are you? I'm sorry I haven't messaged in a long time. That's fine. I've just seen your latest post and I was sorry to hear about your exam results, but I wanted you to know you are not a failure. Not at all. Failure is giving up, and I know you're not someone who gives up easy. Recently in my life, personal story, I felt like a huge failure, but I realized that I wasn't. Life sometimes doesn't work out the way we want, but the failures aren't failures, they're learning experiences. I hope that you're good though, and I'm here if you ever want to message. Oh, failing does not make you a failure, and this is an experience to learn from. A smiley face. Okay, next person said, I haven't spoken to them since 2018. They say, hey, you probably don't even remember me, but I just wanted to say your recent vlog was amazing, and I know I remember it for years to come. You will pass with flying colours in June, as the world would be mad not to want you as their doctor. Stay safe and thank you for sharing. Oh, so this is a person who I was having like this really horrible time years ago. Yeah, this girl was really nice to me. That's what I remember her for. She thinks that I don't remember her or I won't remember her, but girl, you were literally like so nice, and that's difficult to forget. So yeah, I'm gonna remember your niceness for years to come. I really am so bad at replying to nice messages because I'm just not used to them. Like, I don't get messages like this ever. Like, literally ever. I don't know what to say. Thank you for taking the time out to watch my vlog. I feel like at this point I'm sounding like a broken record because I'm saying the same things to everyone. I wish you all the best, doc. Let me just check if this person has become a doctor, because I think their uni's released results recently too. Yeah, she's a doctor now. I wish you all the best, doc. Aww. Hi, I didn't watch your finals video, but sorry to hear you failed. Best of luck on the next chance you get, you can do it. I haven't spoken to this person since 2012. Hi, smiley face. Best wishes? I think I need to go to a masterclass on how to type to people because I have no idea. Someone said, hi dear, how are you? Hope you are okay. Who is this? I don't think I know this person. I don't know. 4 voice notes.
I saw you at Women Appreciate Women. So we do support women, from all over the world. So the reason being, I saw your video when you were, with your exams, where you opened and then you said you failed your exams. I saw how you handle it. It was really commendable and it was amazing as well. But you know what? There are other students who cannot handle the situation. Considering the circumstances of the coronavirus, everyone is in isolation, everyone is stressed. They cannot handle it. They're under pressure. So wanted to see if you might be interested to share your ideas, how you managed to handle it. Maybe that can help someone else. We're doing online support as well, where we are offering support to people one-to-one as well. People, they are sharing their ideas and advice how they can help people, because a lot of people, they're in isolation, a lot of anxiety, there's so much going on. So, there might be another student out there who, who didn't manage to pass, but they cannot handle their situation. But we are looking at you as an example that, you've managed to handle the situation very well.
That's really sweet.
How are you coping? How have you managed to accept the results? So hence why I just contacted you, because I thought that you might be able to help someone, especially on these difficult situations, because at the moment there's so many people who are getting stressed, anxiety, so much. So we're just coming together and see how can we help the situation. So when I saw your video, I just thought about if someone cannot handle the situation, but maybe you can share the advice and you can help them as well, to just look on the bright side and just prepare for the next exam. Don't worry if you cannot do it. I thought I should just send a message and then see if you're interested, but if not, I understand. Please stay safe. Thank you so much. God bless.
Oh, that's so sweet. So this person in summary has just messaged me to say that she's grateful that I posted my experiences with failing an exam, and that there are other people in my situation as well, and that's true, which is why I did post a video on the WhatsApp group for students who are also retaking either the same exam or a different one, and I've had quite a lot of positive feedback on that. So yeah, that is what I want to do. That's the reason that I did end up posting that video, is because I want people to learn from my experience. In that video, I did kind of reflect on my situation, my state of mind, how I was thinking and feeling, and staying calm was definitely one of the things that I did do. And I guess that just comes from experience with other traumatic things in life. But yeah, I guess at some point I can make a video about how I dealt with my failure, and I guess I'll speak to this person and see if they had in mind how they wanted me to do this, and if they want to potentially collab, that'll be cool. Hey, regardless of medicine, just wanted to say it's so nice when you put up a singing story on your Insta. Your voice is beautiful. Don't stop doing that, please. Hi. Messages on Instagram. This is a really sweet one that a friend of mine from Lebanon sent. He said, "Hey, I just watched your video. I'm so sorry about the results. I know how hardworking and determined you are. But you're always the one who stays positive and cheers everyone up when they're down. So now it's time to follow your own advice. If this is an opportunity for you to learn all the stuff you may have skipped and consolidate your knowledge in those specific fields, just stay positive and determined. Good luck." That's so sweet. Oh, this one I saw, but I never replied to. Well, I'll read some of it. It's got quite a personal story, so I'll skip that part. This person said, "Hey, I just saw your video on YouTube. Not sure if anything I say is going to help. It's all too easy for us to post the highlights of our lives on social media and keep the lows to ourselves." That is so true. I don't know who told us that it was a good idea in order to just be online in a dishonest manner where you just like cherry pick what you post or whatever. I don't know like where it came from that we should all only put positive things on social media. It's life, you know. If you want to show people your life, I think it's important that you show the varied aspects of it, not just like one thing. But like in my New Year's resolution video this year, I did say that I want to put more real things out there. And I know that it's going to make me more vulnerable to criticisms or whatever, but I think I just feel that we need to be online more honestly, and I want to inspire people to do that, and it starts from myself. If that's the change that I want to see, this is the change that I need to be. So yeah, hopefully this inspires people or whatever. It says, "Thank you for sharing this point in your life with us. I'm sure editing the video and posting was difficult on many levels. I'm sure you've been through many challenges way before med school. I read an article by whatever about you when I was looking at grants and bursaries." Them articles come through. I saw a lot of similarities in my life and yours, and that's a personal part. "I'm sure that life experiences have built you up, and I'm sure that you will overcome the situation. To me, you are proof that anyone can make it through no matter what their background is. There are people out there that want to see you succeed and do well. Please take care and keep safe." That's so sweet. I'm going to reply to this later on, not right now. Oh, one of my consultants reached out. I didn't see this message. "Sorry to hear that you didn't get through the exams. Hope you get through the resets. It won't make much difference in the long term." And then I've got like loads of WhatsApp stuff to reply to as well. I just got this message on Instagram. Someone's watching my most recent video and he goes, "I've grabbed my tea." You should. Oh my god, this is so funny. I'm gonna post this to story. Can I post this to story? Okay, so now I need to look for my phone, which is conveniently right here. Also, there are two things that people keep commenting about whenever they see my phone in videos or in person. This sticker, why do I have ondansetron, which is an anti-sickness drug, on my phone? I don't know, okay? I was in anesthetics weeks ago, probably about over a month ago now. My consultant was using these stickers in order to teach me about anesthetics, and somehow this managed to just get stuck here, and then I don't know, it's just become a part of my life now. Another thing people always ask me about is this pink line. Listen, I use this pink line now in order to align my photos. Do you see what I mean? If I want it to be aligned with my eyebrows, this is what I can do. Okay, so that's how I use it. I'm not sad about my phone being like this. I'm actually quite grateful for it. It's all about the goodness that you take from a situation, and this is just an example, okay? Anyway, I've sidetracked now. It's my best friend's mum's birthday today. Happy birthday!
Are you good?
Happy birthday! Abiora?
Yes.
Did you tell your mum about my results?
I mean, she saw it maybe even before me. I didn't know what what to say. Mama, can I ask you, why can't you keep quiet? I know you are clever. You don't have to tell everybody that you failed the exam. Or are they paying you money? Is people paying you money to read it?
No,
Did you get money
people
for it?
didn't pay me money. No, I didn't get paid to
Why
put up
you,
the video.
when I said this is Mama, this I wish I just go and get
No. Listen. So basically, there's so much negativity around people failing exams. So, you know, normally when people fail an exam, they just go into isolation and they don't tell anyone and they keep it to themselves and they suffer.
Yeah.
And that's really unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I want to create a culture where if we were to fail, whether it's exams or anything in life, we're able to ask for help and get the support that we need in order to deal with that, but also moving forward. So that's the idea that I was trying to promote. Obviously, when I was filming
that's
it...
another way, because that's exactly what Uzamaka is saying. Uzamaka is with you. Said, look,
Aww.
Mommy, I don't see what I don't see why the force. She's saying how she felt, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, you can take it or you lump it. You know.
Yeah.
She might have felt better. She felt,
Aww.
but I wasn't seeing it that way. I was saying it in a way. Why is she telling everybody she failed her exam?
Mm.
You know, but then, now you've explained, I can see the logic.
Yeah. 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 What I'm going to do is insert the rest of the messages. Where should we insert them? Shall we insert them like here? We'll insert them here. I just want to take the time out in order to genuinely thank all the people who reached out to me, people who put our differences aside, people who thought, you know, even if I haven't spoken to Umama for God knows however many years, I'm still gonna like be a good human being and like say things that will make her feel good, if not help her. And that's like so compassionate. I don't know if this is like good karma or whatever, but one thing I want to encourage anyone watching this is don't feel ashamed of reaching out to people. When you reach out to people, they're not like, oh my god, you were mean to me at school, or oh my god, you haven't spoken to me in so many years, why are you coming to message me now? Like, no one really thinks like that, especially people who are in a vulnerable situation. As you guys saw from my reaction, looking through the messages, I was like, oh, this person hasn't messaged me for some time, but they still messaged me, and I was really grateful for that. I didn't see it in a negative way. So my advice is, if there is someone, literally anyone around you who you vaguely know, and they put something out there, you know, they build the courage in order to say, you know what, I'm going to share this most vulnerable moment with strangers or like acquaintances, people who don't even really care for me. If someone's gone to the effort of doing that, reach out to them, just ask them if they're okay. That would, even if you're able to offer them nothing, it just makes a person feel better. If you guys remember from my video from results day, when I opened the messages, I was in such a vulnerable state that even someone saying, you've got this, you're strong, you'll get through this, that meant so much to me. You know, it could literally take you a couple of seconds to just put out there. You might not even get a reply, but you've really changed the other person's world and their ability to cope with something so traumatic. I know that there were other people in my situation who had reacted quite adversely to the results, and you know, people who cried about their results. Just to clarify, the thumbnail of me crying was me crying because of sweet messages rather than me crying because I failed. The reason I'm saying this is because I had someone say to me, oh yeah, I saw you were crying about your results. Anyway, my point is just like, reach out to people who you think are vulnerable. Like, no one's telling you to give them therapy or solve all their problems for them. It's just like, you know, sweet messages. And in my case, it's come as a volume. And honestly, should I tell you how I'm feeling right now? I'm feeling a lot more empowered. Like, there are so many people who believe in me, so many people who are saying, you know, I know you're going to be a great doctor. And that makes me want to work even harder in order to become that doctor that people want in their lives. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to say. Like, all of you who have messaged me, regardless of whether or not we spoke the day before or whether we spoke years ago. You guys have made such a big difference to my life. Most of these messages, yeah, I'm like reacting to them or whatever, but like a lot of them I saw immediately as soon as they were sent. I spent a lot of time by my phone staring at it for God knows what reason. Memes, they help me through life. These messages are popping up and I like would skim them and I'd think, oh my God, that's so sweet, and like tears would start coming to my eyes because they're so sweet. I would just like hold back and say to myself, you know what, I'm not ready to deal with this right now. I don't know why I wasn't ready to deal with it, I just wasn't. Okay, but yeah, looking through them now when I'm like much more emotionally stable and not gonna cry, it's like, I don't know, it's just so nice, and it has inspired me, especially in this whole isolation period where I'm not like meeting people face to face, just like having these messages I can even look back on whenever I do want that motivation again. Then, you know, it's just something that's gonna sit there. And another thing it's inspired me to do is continue to like message people who appear vulnerable, so people on my social media who I think, you know, they're going through a tough time, they've put something out there, and I would definitely reach out to them and say to them, you know, I hope you're doing okay. If there's anything you want, let me know, because I know the feeling of receiving such messages. Even if the person does reply to me, I know that if they've even read it, it's going to make that difference between being able to cope and not being able to cope. So yeah, that's just one thing I want to encourage you guys to do. So now, what is the question? What am I going to do now moving forward? So as I told you guys at the beginning of the video, this is still recording, let me see. Yep, it's still recording. Okay, so now that I've gone through most of the messages, what I'm going to do is make a plan about how I'm going to be doing things moving forward. I have deliberately put off making this plan. I wanted to read all of the messages first. I knew they were going to empower me because that's what social support does. What I'm going to do now is make a plan, and I thought I could do this live for you guys, so let's do it together. Okay, I'm going to insert my notes here. Let's title this Summer Holes. I never thought this is how I was going to be spending my end of mid-school.